Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in this week to This Georgia Clay. So in last week's vlog, you guys saw my beautiful entryway new console that I set up here. So I did partner with King of Christmas. If you guys would like to shop the look, it is in the description as well as on my LTK page as well. I'm loving it. I didn't point out that I had purchased these baskets from Target, so they are a new addition. They were on sale for, I think it was, $20 per basket, which was actually a good price because normally they're a little bit more expensive than that. So I was able to utilize that sale. But I love how the look came out. But in this week's vlog, we are going to be heading outside and decorating the porch. I kept it really simple this year. I wanted to do something that was a traditional Southern Christmas. Here being in Georgia, I thought that it would just be appropriate, especially on my white house. So let's go ahead and get into this week's vlog. So this year I wanted to put lights on the house, but I wanted to have them professionally done. So I found this actual company called Southern Exterior Lighting on Facebook, I believe. And I called them up. A nice gentleman named Cole came over, gave me an estimate and a rendering of what the lights would look like. And I absolutely loved it. I just wanted that nice traditional C9 bulbs, and I thought it was just gorgeous. As you guys know, last year Matt put the lights up for us, but this year I wanted to make sure that he was nice and safe, and so we decided to leave it to the professionals. So my ideal for this, again, I wanted a Southern traditional exterior for Christmas. I absolutely love all of these options, so I kind of came up with all three of them and then decided to go ahead and have that emphasis on my home. So the guys came out. It only took them, I think, maybe an hour to put the lights up. We don't have a lot of peaks on our home, so it was pretty fast. They were approachable. They talked to us basically the whole time while they were doing it. And Matt had any questions or anything, so they were answering it as far as where the electrical will go, how it would be hidden, would it look good with the house, things of that nature. And I'm telling you, it was perfectly fine. So yeah, Cole went up there on the roof, and he was the guy that was making all the magic happen while, again, making sure that the lighting wasn't visible from the street. When I say lighting, meaning the extension cord to power one end of the lights to another wasn't visible. So they used some hot glue, looks like a professional grade hot glue, and they just were very meticulous on where they put everything within the side end of the house, and right there you can't even see that there's an extension cord there. I could never do this for a living, so I applaud anyone that does, and even homeowners that choose to do this on their own as well, because I am petrified of heights. Anyone that watches this channel for a while knows that that's just not me. But it's pretty funny because we asked Cole if he likes roller coasters. Well, Matt asked him that. He loves roller coasters, and he says he does not love roller coasters, but he will get up on a roof, which is crazy because my house isn't even as tall as my neighbors' homes that he's already helped out as well. So pretty insane, but he enjoys doing it. It's looking so good. It's all coming together. And so while Cole was working on finishing up the lights, I decided to go ahead and head into the house and start on our wreaths. So today we're going to be working on decorating the outside of the front porch. I just wanted to make, like, this Christmas on the exterior of the house, I wanted it to be a traditional Christmas, like a Southern Christmas. I just wanted just wreaths and big red bows, and I feel like it's so beautiful. It's reminiscent of Home Alone and how the exterior of their house was decorated. Like, I just love that classic, just traditional Christmas, and it really goes with our theme this year of just doing red, white, and a splash of green. Of course, this is my splash of green and then my bold red. So I just did one really quick. Basically, I got these huge bows from Hobby Lobby. I also got these wreaths last year from Hobby Lobby. And probably next year I'll upgrade and do a step larger. The only reason why I didn't want to necessarily do that this year is because my windows aren't as large in the front of our home, because they are the windows to our children's bedrooms. So they're not like huge windows. They're not like this big picture window here. That's another thing I'm searching for. So when I buy my forever home, I really want a huge picture window in front of the house, so that way I can display our beautiful Christmas tree there. Of course, I'll always have a main tree, but I do want to put a beautiful tree there. I've always, like, where my mom lives, she has a window that faces into her, like, she has when you come into the house, it's like a living room and a dining room. It's very traditional, like, floor plan. And so in hers, she's able to display a tree in the window. And I've always loved that growing up, and there's a lot of homes there that have that in California. So that's something that I hope to have one day in my Southern home. So either that be wherever we decide to end up. Anyways, because I don't have that though, I do love that at least for my front door, I'm able to open my shutters and there is a beeline view directly to, or is it beeline, A-line? Whatever, there's a view that goes directly to my beautiful Christmas tree that you can see. And also this year it's even more amplified because there is a tree in the foyer, and I love that. I think I'm always gonna keep that there because it's just absolutely gorgeous. It's just so festive, I love it. The only thing that we're missing is snow. I wish we had snow, but we'll see how Christmas does, because it's been quite cold here in Georgia. I live in North Georgia, very close to the Tennessee border, and it's been cold here to say the least. So anyways, so this is a mock-up of what I'm going to be doing. I don't know yet if I'm going to have one of these on the front door or if I'm going to use this one that I had previously from a year prior, our very first year in our house. And I was thinking of just having this one because it's a little bit more done up and then putting a red bow at the bottom, but we shall see what actually makes it. I do like, if you've been watching my channel for a while, I do like symmetry, so we'll see. So let's go ahead and get started. First, I need to remove the bows from last year. Last year was a very simple look where I had just the green wreaths and a black ribbon at the bottom. But I just felt like the bow kind of got lost because it was small. So this year we're going big, we're going home. So these bows from Hobby Lobby were $7.99. Of course, I got them half off. Only thing is you have to be careful with their bows, because if you unwound this too much, the whole dang bow comes apart. And also, like, why are you stapling the bow here? Like, I hate that. It just messes it up. I feel like this year I have been more so like taking my time with Christmas decor. There's still a lot of areas of my home that need to be tidied up. Things that need to be put away that I didn't use on the Christmas tree. And matter of fact, this morning he was like, "So is everything gonna be cleaned up by Christmas?" Like, so yeah. I'm working on it. I just been kind of, but like I said, I work too. I'm a mom, like I'm a wife. I got other things to do. I gotta cook dinner, get the kids from school, football games, which I'm so glad my son's done with JV. He only has varsity football games now, but it was rough for a while. You guys understand. People that have children get it. So look how that looks. It looks so good. Another thing I wanted to point out is this wreath actually has two rings, I guess. So here's the first ring and the second ring. And I am attaching the bow to this second ring here. So that way there's still some greenery behind the actual actual wreath. So Also, if you're wanting to do something similar, your own personal preference, this is a 24-inch wreath. Next year I want to go up to the 30-inch wreath. I think that'll just be a bigger presence. I usually put one on my garage and one at the top of my peak, and it was these ones last year that I did, but it being up so high, like, it looks really small. So I told Matt for those areas I'm going to get larger ones this year, so that's why I have an extra one to use on the door. And I'm still thinking if I'm going to use, just keep it simple with them all looking uniform, or use that wreath. Looks so good. So now that I have the wreaths done, it was time to go outside and see about getting them hung. So I used these suction cups that I had last year. I did have to replace 2 of them because they just weren't sticking any longer, so that was okay. Ended up buying those suction cups from Hobby Lobby, and just work really well in glass. Also, might I point out that why is it that every time I want to do something outside, or even last year when I had Matt hang up the lights, we end up choosing the most windiest day of all to do any of this? Now that I was done hanging the wreaths on the house, I decided to go ahead and start on the garage. And I went back and forth about if I wanted to hang garland on this garage, the garland that I had, if it was going to actually be seen from the street, because it is a little skinny, but it is garland that I actually had last year that was draping our table during our Christmas party, and it actually has multi-lights, but the multi-lights require you to plug it up into an extension cord, and I didn't want a cord hanging from my garage. So in the season again of being repurposable, I decided to go ahead and still use it, but you'll see that I'll dress it up just a little bit. If you're wondering how I was able to hang it, I did use command strips, command hooks that can hold up to 3 pounds. So after I got the garland where I wanted it, it was time to go ahead and hang up my wreath. Now this wreath is still the 24-inch wreath, and next year I'll change it, and I'll also move that hook up just a little bit higher up, so then that way it doesn't hang on the garland like that. But again, I was just working with what I got, but it all came together.
I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased.
Now, I thought it looked good, but of course, you know, it's gonna have to be a little bit better than that. So I ended up finding these bells from Hobby Lobby for $9.99. They're plastic, oversized bells, and just thought they were so cute. They went with my Christmas decor. They come in, I believe, gold and red. And I just used some zip ties and attached them here to my coach lights on both sides, and I think that they were such cute. They're so cute. They're just the most precious thing that I've seen.
Memories, oh, and I've been longing to hold you close, forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. my house with Christmas lights, so you should come back home to me. And when we wake up in the morning, I'm gonna play those carols that you love. We'll be singing.
I also had a container of ornaments left over that matched the same ornaments that are inside the house, but they're a little bit larger. So I decided to go ahead and hang ornaments on the garland around the garage just to make it a little bit more festive. Let me know in the comments what you guys think.
Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, oh.
So poor Matt, I didn't have the larger wreath purchased in time while Cole was here actually doing the lights for us. So Matt volunteered to go ahead and put the new wreath up for us, and that is a 36-inch wreath, and it's so much larger than we had previous years. So it really makes a presence on the house. I think that it being on camera doesn't do it justice, but it looks so good.
It's so good to see you again.
It's cold outside, but the fire keeps us warm. We can spend the night beneath the mistletoe. It's cold outside, outside. It's cold
So starting off the front porch, I did purchase this ornament here from Kirkland's. It is our last initial of our last name. So I love it so much. I just wanted something to just say, this is such and such house. But here on our porch, I wanted, again, going with that Southern style, and I think on a white home, it's very traditional to have big wreaths with big red bows, and I absolutely love it. Some people do the bows at the bottom of the wreath, and some do it at the top of the wreath. It's just your personal preference. I don't think there's any wrong way of doing it. And these are 26-inch wreaths on the windows. Because my windows aren't very large windows, I decided to go ahead and keep with these, and then just do a large bow this year because I really love the presence of it. You can see it a lot better from the street when viewing the house. So that was one thing that I love. And then I was debating back and forth if I was going to do something different with the wreath on the front door just to break it up, but I wanted it all to be cohesive. You guys know that I love for it to have some type of formality within the house, so I decided to keep that here. And there was another, you'll probably see in the footage, that there was another doormat here. I did go ahead and change it out this morning because it was larger, the doormat itself, the Home for the Holidays, which is part of the Hearth and Hand collection, and then the under mat is part of Studio McGee, and I absolutely love both of them, so I tend to purchase from both of my girls because I love them. But this one, like I said, it goes with the scale. The other one was too large, and I want to see more of the undermat that I purchased, so I like to give them both their shine, and that's one way of doing that. Another thing that I got from Kirkland's is a Merry and Bright sign. Again, it goes with my theme of the red, white, and green. So I had to have that, and that was on sale. I think I got that one for like $10 or so. So that was pretty good. I also wanted to show you guys a cute, if you haven't seen our reel on this, that I did a cute little DIY. I've been seeing the DIY of people, or no, it was one lady that she had some planters that were bells, and she took the planter, made them a bell, and then the inside was like a huge ornament. I loved that, and I went to price it out. Me and Matt, we went to Lowe's, and I feel like the planter was like $12. By the time I bought the planter, I bought the I think she used clothesline. If I would have purchased that and the ornament, it would have been more. So these were actually $9.99 from Hobby Lobby. They're plastic. I did attach them to my coach lights with what is it called? Zip ties. With zip ties. And then I got these fabric bows, which are a lot more durable from Home Goods. And so I just put that on there, and that was a quick, and I felt like it was just more cost effective just to pick your battles. If you want to do a DIY on that, you most certainly can, but for me, I'm all about time and the biggest bang for my buck, so this worked out. I did want to show the garage really quick. So coming over to the garage, I wanted to dress it up a little bit more this year and do something different than we did last year. Last year we just had the wreath over the garage. Next year I will change out the wreath and do maybe a bigger one and then bring it up a little bit further up, because it kind of hangs here on the garland, because I will be adding garland because I like that going forward. I just want to make sure that I move the wreath up a little bit, like I said, next year when I get a larger one. So within this look here, I had some oversized ornaments that match the ones in the house, and I just hung them outside, and that was pretty much a quick, easy fix that I absolutely love. And that was pretty much it. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. Again, I absolutely love it. I hope you guys love it just as much as I do. You don't have to go over the top for Christmas when you're decorating your exterior of your home. I really wanted to keep it simple because I do put a lot of emphasis on the inside of the house, and I didn't want to be stressed out. I just wanted to be able to enjoy it. But again, thank you so much for Southern Exterior Lighting for partnering with us in this vlog. I absolutely love the Christmas lights. They were meticulous, they were detailed. I mean, all of the wiring is hidden in between the cracks and crevices of the house, and I absolutely love it. I know that it was an expense that my husband may not have agreed with, but I think in the end it turned out great, and he's happy that he didn't have to get up on the roof and do it this year, so it helped out. So use my referral link if you guys want to use him. They do service all of North Georgia and the Atlanta metro area as well, and they give you good rates, because trust me, I've gotten quotes from other people and they were more than what I paid for him. Again, please make sure to like, subscribe, share it with a friend, and we won't be back next week. We'll be back the week after that. Bye guys.